What is up, everybody? I just wanted to catch up with you over the last 2 C days, kind of go over what we did. Don't really do a whole lot during C days, just our kind of time to relax, mostly, for us. We do some activities, but since this is our very last 2 C days, we actually didn't have a whole lot, so I'm just going to kind of do a little highlight video, show some little highlights. Like I just said, highlight video, so we'll show some highlights. Yeah, kind of go over just some of the interesting stuff or new stuff that we did. Let me get my notes out here. So, first thing we did was a pub lunch. I actually didn't know that they had food in the Crown and something. God, I am horrible with words. The Crown and something pub. I can't remember what it is. I'll throw in a picture, or editing me put in what it actually is down below. Thank you. Yeah, I didn't know they actually had food available there, and when I saw poutine, I had to get it. Because I've never had poutine before. Probably not authentic poutine because not in Canada, but I still had to try it anyways. So I got that, and I also got, which actually these were my favorite. They were the lobster mac and cheese bites. They were just, kind of like little deep fried balls, like, you get the like mac and cheese bites and stuff, but they actually had lobster in them, and those were actually very, very good. It came with like a cheese sauce too. That was okay with the cheese sauce, but and Matt also got the pub pretzels, which weren't very pretzely. They were fine. They were all right for the money that we had to pay for them, but they only came with. The only real complaint, not really complaint, like I said, they were fine, but the only real thing was they came with just regular mustard, like stadium yellow mustard. We're not big fans of those, Matt or I. We don't really like mustard. I like honey mustard and like the brown mustard that some pretzels can come with, but just yellow, nah. I think they should have actually also had the cheese sauce that my lobster bites came with, and given that with the pretzels as well. I think that would have been a good addition. Anyways, next thing was the 270 experience, and it kind of was a huge presentation of basically what all the technology in 270 can do. All of the screen projectors that go over the back glass. They have like shades that drop, and it's a big, huge projector. Of course, all of the moving stages, and especially the little robotic TVs. The huge, I can't even remember how many K they said they were in, but those TV screens are huge. And like I said, they kind of showcase like how they can move. I'll kind of incorporate, I'll put some little highlights in highlight video. I really can think of my words tonight, can't I? Yeah, I'll put in some little snippets there of the shows. They're little vignettes of kind of what the robots all can do, all the moves that they have to go through. I'm sure this takes a lot of programming, so check it out here. So the next thing was the magician that they had on this week. It's like, oh, cool, magician. Like, yeah, I like magic. You know, I enjoy it. I'll go see it and check them out. So funny thing is, I actually saw this guy on our Celebrity Summit cruise back in July. He comes out on the stage, and I'm like, huh, interesting. I'm like, instantly, as soon as he spoke, I'm like, I know everything you're gonna do. Granted, he did have one new trick, one tiny little trick, but everything else I did know. But like I said, it was fine. He's a very good magician. So I just kind of had to sit there and was like, know how that went. But yeah, Scott Alexander was his name, in case anybody was curious. I said you can go back, check this out. I did throw in some stuff on our Celebrity Summit videos when he was on our cruise then. But yeah, check him out if you do enjoy some magic. Alright, so next thing is just a little thing we like to do. We've kind of gotten in, I should say more me and Jen, our friend who's cruised with us, have gotten into kind of the duck hiding on ships. If anybody's not familiar with that, you can get little like rubber duckies, you know, online, and you make little tags for them saying, you know, information where you're from, the sailing date, etc., and you hide them basically pretty much anywhere throughout the ship except for like pools, shops, you know, etc. But any public area is free game really. But so you know, we've put some the last two we did some on Symphony, and we did some on here. But the funny thing is, our table mates, well, next door table mates, said to me tonight that they had hidden one, and it was actually just in the window. We were right over by the windows, and they'd hid one there the other night, and it was still there. Well, funny thing was, I had one duck left, and I had it sit in my chair. I hadn't hidden it yet. Didn't find a good hiding spot for it. So I was like, hey, you want to trade? And absolutely we did. And granted, I did find one duck on our last cruise, but it was just the duck. There was no tag, no nothing. So I just kind of left it. I was like, oh, cool, duck, you know, and went on my merry way because it didn't have a tag. But yeah, here's their they got the little tiny ones. Ours were like probably about almost 3 times the size. But yeah, thanks Charlie and Melinda from Minnesota. You guys were fun. Would love sitting next to you guys and chit chatting with you. But yeah, thanks for the duck. I'll post it tomorrow when we get back to Fort Lauderdale. Alright, last but certainly not least is going to be the main, I guess there's 2 main shows on Odyssey. We saw both of them on our last week's cruise. Go back in my previous video from our first leg on Odyssey, and I just kind of talk about it a little bit. I actually recorded some of the show this time, but it was The Effectors. Definitely, if you are on Odyssey, go see it. It was a little weird, our 2 sailings. The first one was, or our first leg was the very last showing of that with the original cast. They've been on here for, I believe it was 10 months, and it was their very last show, and the intensity was so high. It was very enjoyable. We wanted to go see it again, and we had heard rumors, or, you know, since it was the last cast, we had heard rumors that they weren't going to do it at all because they still are in rehearsal, they're still learning the show, etc. But they did have a special kind of preview for people tonight, and it was pretty much the exact same level. It was so good, even with the new cast. It was great. I'll put in a little thing that's for superheroes, you know, the classic good versus evil, but the things that they do throughout the show with the different characters are so incredibly complex that it just, you know, it boggles your mind. But it is so cool. So definitely go see that. The one that I feel kind of sorry for too, for the other people on our second leg, you know, all the other passengers, was the Showgirls Past, Present, and Future. That one I did take some from on our last leg, because again, it was the same cast actually as the Effectors, 2 different shows though, but it was their last showing of that as well. So I did actually take some video of that and say, go back to the previous video from our first leg, so you can, if you do want to see some actual footage of the Showgirls. But yeah, again, if you are on Odyssey of the Seas, go see. Those are probably, I guess they're the 3 main shows, but go see them. Like, you are not going to regret it. Go see The Effectors, go see Showgirls, and go see the book. Those are top 3. I really can't choose a favorite. I would maybe the book is just a hair, just a little tiny bit better than the other 2, but everything has been great. So, anyways, it is time to wrap up the Odyssey of the Seas series. I really hope all of you have enjoyed it. I know it was kind of a rough start for me. I do apologize. Things are going back to normal, and I apologize again if this series is a little choppy. I'm hoping that I'm pretty sure things will be back to normal come our next cruise, which will be in July. It's the July 4th weekend. We're on an 8-night cruise on, I just had a total brain fart, Celebrity Equinox, and we are going to Nassau, let's see, Puerto Rico, San Juan, St. Martin, and the one I'm excited for is Tortola. I've wanted to go to Tortola for a while. So that is our next cruise, like I said, coming in July. Obviously, videos will be shortly after that. But yeah, hope you come join us on that one. Until next time, like I said, if you liked all the videos, give them a thumbs up. It helps me. If you didn't, thumbs down. If you didn't, I mean, you're just voicing your opinion. And like I said, if you truly do enjoy the content and you want to keep seeing more stuff from us, please give us a subscribe. It really feels good. And also, too, we do have an Instagram. We post some pictures on there. I try to post as much as I can during our cruises, but we usually don't buy the internet package. But we will have it on Celebrity because they have the all-inclusive thing with with Wi-Fi tips and drinks. So we will have it on there. I will be able to post stuff again. Yeah, our Instagram is the same as our YouTube. Sail with Zach and Matt. Just search for it on there. You should be able to find us pretty easily, I hope. So yeah, appreciate it. Yeah, give us a follow over there. Subscribe to the YouTube channel if you do want to see more. I really appreciate it, guys. We'll see you next time.